Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm right over here, and I'm going to be making my way over to this thing, the Breacher Primus enemies, and I'll be activating this teleporter along the way, just because, and I'll also keep an eye out for other stuff like these flowers right down here as an example, even though I don't necessarily need those anymore for the timed event, because, you know, I found all of them in the previous video. There's a bunch of stuff right here that I may as well get very fast. I'm going to be exploring the water too a lot in this video, I have a feeling, because I'm going to need to find all those conch shells that I need. Let's climb up this now. I don't want to get into a fight with those Rift Hounds if I can avoid it. What? Oh, I ran out of stamina. I was like, why is he going down? And it kind of makes sense when that happens. Ooh. New entries. Oh, these must be those enemies I've been looking for. That would make sense, right? Let me see. Breacher Primus. Yeah, large overgrown Breacher Primus. I don't mind that at all. May as well do that. Ooh. It's created like a shield force or something, but okay, got that stuff right there. And was that enough to actually be able to claim the prize? I think it was. Yeah, right there. Awesome. So now I just need to collect this stuff. And I know where I can get the Tadaga because it actually shows you on the map where to get those. So I'll start heading on over there once I activate this. So there we go. Open up the map. I can teleport over here and then make my way over to where that is. I didn't get this in the previous video, but I may as well get it now.
Order guide.
New enemy type here.
Allow me.
You know what?
Time for
Gather
kickoff.
these guys up. Because why not?
Let's play.
You can't really gather the dogs up, but that's fine. Meshing gear, huh?
Death.
Thank you for the treasure.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
And there's those two kids again that I talked to in the previous video. Now, should I just... I think I'm going to ignore that puzzle that's right there for right now, because I don't know quite what's going to happen when I interact with it. But there is a Hydroculus somewhere around here, right? Is it in the water? I think it might be in the water. So let's go in and see if I can grab it, wherever it might be. Yeah, it's right there. Cool. Okay. Oh, I don't want to go up. I want to go down. So those orange fish refill your energy when you interact with them. Not the ones that are swimming out there, but the ones that I just collected. Now there's a viewpoint right here that I may as well get, right? Ooh. Seaworm Cavern added to the archive. You know what's funny is usually in games, I'm not really a fan of going underwater, but here it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know why there's a difference, but like, for whatever reason in a lot of games, going underwater just creeps me out. Now, if I all of a sudden saw some massive giant thing like swimming through the water and it suddenly became hostile, I might actually freak out a little. Just a little. Oh, there's the Tadaga things I'm looking for. There should be some right over here. Yeah, right up here. And some more should be in this general direction. Yeah, right over here. Swim upward to collect these. How many more do I need? I think I only need this last one, right? Yeah, it seems like it. So let's see if it'll actually direct me to where the next thing is on the list. The barrel conches. It would be nice if it does, but... Oh, it actually does. Very cool. So it's right over here now, right? And whatever this is might be something that I could get. It could need. Yeah, the Maritime flowers are also in this area. So basically everything that I could need is in this little tiny area. I might actually try to get that treasure chest in a bit. We'll see. So now that I've done that, let's check out the next one while claiming the prize. Okay, so the Maritime flowers, I only need one more. They're all the way over there. But I did see some around here. I collected one, right? You know what? Let's get rid of you very fast, since you're insisting on fighting me. At least I'm dealing 2,739 damage per hit. I just hope it's worth it. Okay. May as well keep doing this. Ah. I'm expecting it to keep hitting him even as I turn the camera away, and it's obviously not going to work like that. You have to keep it in your line of sight. There we go. Give me my prize. Thank you. And this as well. So let's look around this area very fast for some of those flowers. I see a hydroculus over here, along with another one of these Tidalga things I can collect. I have to say, this is a very nice looking place. Usually when I think of underwater places in games, I'm thinking like dark, dreary, kind of scary. Are they attacking each other? Yeah, they're like attacking each other or something. They're not dealing any damage though, so it's fine, I suppose. Anyways, let's keep going this way, right? Because that's where the flowers were shown, is all the way over here. And there's also this over here that I'll need to go to eventually. May as well collect these energy things while I'm at it. Ooh, conch. What is that? I don't think I want to fight you, whatever you are. I probably could have, but... They kind of remind me of Sarush, these little things. The way they look. They're obviously not like Sarush, but they remind me of her. A lot of things remind me of Sarush, though. Okay, we did spend a ridiculous amount of time with her. Between, like, that really long side quest and the other thing that we did, the timed event. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What's attacking me? Oh. Oh, there we go. I was looking for the hydroculus. I was wondering where it was. There we go. Okay, now that I've done that, I can get these flowers that are right over here. Thank you. And now that I've gotten these flowers, there should be several more of them because the map did list them over here. And the next thing is the last thing, so I will be finishing this in this video. Of course, there are two different things. Are they both in the same group or not? In chaotic battle, ever-changing variation is the only constant. Use the appropriate strategy to erase their advantage, and victory will be within your grasp. So it says Icewind Sweet, whatever that means. So let's go over there. I could get this that teleporter very fast along the way, though. And there's also a challenge marker here, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. There is a Dendroculus right here. This little lily pad thing. And then there's, of course, the teleporter right over here. And activate you. Now I just need to make my way back up onto land where the enemies are. I'm basically ignoring all the other puzzles right now because I figure I can always do some of this stuff later. I wanted to do a lot of puzzles in the previous video, treasure hunting and stuff, just because it was my first time here. Where are these? They look like oranges, don't they? Huh. Okay, so the fight is right down there. And it looks like they're dancing with each other. That's funny. So we've got to defeat both of them. Come on. What, you just gonna ignore me? Yeah, they're just ignoring me. How are you supposed to start this fight? Sit. Okay. Maybe that's what you have to do to provoke them. No? Oh, this person. Mylardet. Oh, yes. It did mention something about him, right? Sir, ma'am, I wish you a good morning, afternoon, and evening. My name is Mylardet. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. A researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I believe the two of you are here to witness the Icewind Suite. According to Mr. Bosset, I don't know how to say that, original plan, Coppelius and Coppelia are clockwork mecca dedicated to the art of dance. But after I took over the project, I also added in some of my understanding of pneumosia. So, as you can see, not only are they good at dancing, but they are also highly capable fighters. However, I believe that there is still much room for improvement. We require large amounts of experimental data to further increase their combat prowess. Why would you want to make them fight? I might have gotten too passionate during the development phase, and from that came two different combat modes for Coppelius and Coppelia, based on the differences between Pneuma and Osea. They are Dirge of Coppelia, and Nemesis of Coppelius. That is to say, we'll need 2 times the research data. As long as we can iterate on them smoothly, the joy of our success will be doubled. And the coming of that joy now rests upon your shoulders, brave warrior. Huh, based on the challenge you select. What do you say, bold sir? Will you be willing to join our machines in their dance? So try Dirge of Coppelia. Oh, it changed.
Stabilize.
Well,
Allow me. My apologies.
I don't really care. I'm just gonna do whatever I usually do, and then hope it all works out.
Solidify. This is order.
They're clearly using, what do you call them? Cryo elements to attack me, so... That said, it's not like it's really doing them any good. They're still beaten beat up. That could change very quickly, though, if I'm not careful. Huh. So, am I supposed to just focus on this enemy right here?
Stabilize.
And it doesn't matter?
Take flight.
This is so weird. Am I supposed to do anything with these? Just out of curiosity? Whoa, hey! Probably not. I probably should have ignored those. Let me go ahead and heal. I equipped the, what do you call it? The food bag.
Order guide you.
So that way I can, you know, heal when I need to. Hopefully. I mean, it's not like it's that hard to fight these enemies.
Solidify.
They're pretty standard overall. Aside from when they start doing weird things. Like dancing across the stage.
Take flight.
Let's
Think you can
do
get
this
away?
to hopefully deal some additional damage. Yeah,
My apologies. Yeah.
There we
Southwest
go.
swirl.
you gotta love how effective that is. Ooh. And I've almost won. Darn it, I can't put up a shield yet. There we go. That did it. Use the things to get this. And I got the character level up material called Artifice Spare Clockwork Component Copelia. Nice. So let's claim our prize from that and then go over there and challenge the other one, which was Coppelius, I believe. Yeah, Nemesis of Coppelius. I wonder if it's going to be more or less the same. I should heal first, though. Bold sir, the data sample collection and repair of our clockwork machines will take some time, so please wait patiently in the meantime. Oh, I have to wait. How long do I have to wait? It should tell me in this, right? Oh, I may have to leave the area and come back. I'm gonna put down a teleporter here, teleport away, and then teleport back, and they should respawn. So is it going to be roughly the same, is the question. Is he like the main dancer this time? You know, male clockwork. Doesn't feel any different right now.
Solidify.
My apologies.
I think that he's Cryo and she's a Nemo.
Whirling snow.
That's why it's called the Ice Wind Suite.
Embrace the ice.
Oh my goodness. I timed that poorly.
Take flight.
Gather.
Yeah, he's staying in the center this time and she's out there doing stuff.
Whirling snow. Rest and rebuild.
You know what? Let's do this. Kind of get rid of the shield that they built up.
Here we go.
Darn it.
Careless.
Yeah, it was careless of me.
Stabilize.
My apologies.
Let's do this. Darn it.
Let's play.
This isn't going to be as easy as the previous one after all. I may have needed to bring a pyro character with me for this to make it a little bit easier. Then again, they're in a bit of a different phase right now, aren't they? Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to keep removing its shield in order to be able to do anything to it.
Order guide you.
I kind of used that at the wrong time. Doesn't matter.
Take flight.
There we go.
Embrace the ice.
Take that. And its shield is about to go back up. Yep, knew it. Let's see if I can
You can get away.
kind of attack its shield with that.
My apologies.
This is order. Stabilize.
Awesome. No! Why'd you have to put it back up, dude? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It'll go down here in a second anyways.
Gather.
Allow me.
At least I think so. Oh no, he's just gonna keep renewing it. Can I attack her?
Whirling snow.
There we go.
Sakura swirl.
Thank you. And that is that. So I got this now. Artifice, Spare, Clockwork, Component, Compelius. Very nice. And now I can claim some prizes from this. Very nice. What about this stuff right here? Good. And now I am done with this timed event. That is a relief. And now I can go ahead and do this. So it wants me to go to Caravan Rebot. It's time to go to Fontaine. It seems the next phase of your journey is about to begin. So let's teleport on over there.
Good old Caravan Rebot. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
I don't know. It's been so long.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor. But we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Good memory, Paimon. I guess we may have stumbled upon this place at some point before.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Yes, but as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you.
What?
Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
That's rude. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out! Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next stop, Fontaine. Alright, let's continue our journey.
Ah, look who it is.
Oh, Dea.
Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dea! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Oh? Who's that?
You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Oh, I'm sure that there's still plenty left to do in Sumeru.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Yep.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we've finished a few more preparations. Journey should be spontaneous after all.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita?
In her case, she'll know from our dreams anyway.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care. Bye, Dia.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
They act as if we're never coming back here. I'm sure that there's plenty of timed event stuff that they're going to have us do here. After settling matters in Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine. Is it going to take us right over to where that teleporter was? That, you know, where it, like, had the little cutscene showing a view of Fontaine? I think that's exactly what it's doing, yeah. In fact, maybe that's why it was automatically unlocked. I'm surprised that they automatically unlocked that for you before. So now they want us to go all the way over here, so the easiest way to do that is teleport here.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard, and it's about what I imagined, or it's even more impressive than I expected. Yeah, the elevators and stuff are cool, but we've seen elevators in other places, so...
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling, and also to find the truth.
Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. Whatever that means. To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Okay then, sure.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Hopefully they're talking about something that's fictional, not like something that's real. Well, real in the context of the story. It's, you know, the game.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, I mean, that's Paimon's guess, is that it's a play or something.
Play? Oh, no.
Oh,
We're talking
great.
about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
Huh.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Yeah.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon.
Huh.
Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Something tells me that might not be entirely true. A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the Nation of Justice.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Is Farina the Hydro Archon?
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Make an appointment? Time slots?
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Seems like the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Maybe.
Maybe we better go check on her.
Uh-huh. Prelude of Blanchard and Nor... I don't know how to say that. Anyways.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine?
No, people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Apparently so.
Oh, and you are?
Probably her brother.
Thanks for looking after my sister.
Yep.
She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us! Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Oh, wow. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Paimon. Because you always steal all my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
Sure.
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine?
Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
Oh,
we
good
still
grief.
haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Yeah, I agree, Paimon.
Hello, traveler.
Hello? Hey, hello, Linny. It's a pleasure to meet you. He kind of looks like...
And hello, Paimon.
He kind of looks like a character from Rune Factory. Like, you know, he would belong in a world, in that world. I played Rune Factory 5 recently, so, yeah.
Hey! What did Paimon
Kind
do
of on my
to
mind.
You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Okay.
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Huh. Okay.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Okay. Huh.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
I mean, is it really that surprising?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
She's a little bit different from what I was expecting.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
I mean, not counting the timed event stuff, yeah.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Yeah.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god?
Oh, that guy's there.
All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
So that guy right there in the background told her that they were coming.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
I think Aether and Paimon are about to get themselves into some trouble.
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Duel?
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Of course.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on! Yeah. Something tells me that's not the kind of duel they were talking about.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Aranias, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. You're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Of course.
Oh, all right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
And we haven't committed any crimes. We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Good grief.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
I have plenty of objections at this point.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject...
So this guy's a lawyer, isn't he?
I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician,
Oh, magician.
Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Huh. What? Excuse me?
Ta-da! What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Ah, when Liddy patted you on the back. Huh. So, what?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think.
Yeah.
It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Well, she was weird. I'm sure Aether and Paimon are glad they met her now.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Thanks for bailing us out, Linny. Did you know what that was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
she can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it. Is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
You know, his voice, it's reminding me of Razor's voice. You know, the one that we met all the way back in Mondstadt a long time ago.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I would be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the Nation of Justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Okay then, you know, as interesting as this has been, And as much as I'd like to continue, I believe that this is where I'm going to be stopping for today. So thank you very much for watching, and the next time I play, I will be continuing the quest Soloist Prologue. So, yeah. See you next time. Bye-bye.